want to talk about one of the things that I think is probably the most biggest mistake I can say that we are making in the coaching, the transformational, the leader space. This is probably one of the things that I would say you have been taught wrong, you've been coached wrong, and you might be coaching wrong around this one little area. If you think about the way that you've been educated, coached, taught, and probably the way you've been coaching and teaching, depending on your niche, but typically when we are being coached or guided on this or doing this ourselves, we're looking at things like, how long have you been in business, or how long have you been on your journey? How much money do you make? What is your niche? What's the problem you're having most, or the problems? Do you want to solve those? Would you like help? And that's kind of how we qualify. The problem with this is I don't think any of that is actually that relevant to the results in the experience that someone is going to have in your program. I'm going to share first the mistakes that you're going to experience if that's the criteria you're basing your program off. Like, if you meet these things, you can come into my program and I can help you. I don't want to say it's like misinformation, but those things do not mean that you can help them. The result of this misinformation, doing this way, it results in people joining your program and then getting buyer's remorse in the first 24 to 48 hours and wanting out, feeling like they made a mistake. They don't want to be there now. So they want to cancel their payment, cancel the contract, they want out. This results in people coming into your program and feeling some kind of way about the progress other people are making or the level that other people are at and they're not there yet, and getting in their head and spiraling and kind of like going MIA and checking out of your program. So you might have people who are paying you, but they're not using your program. They don't show up. They don't use the coaching. They don't go through your curriculum, your process. They're not joining the coaching sessions. They're not having progress. They're just not doing or using the program. You might have people that are using your program and treading water, meaning they are not having progress. They are not getting results. They are not using your coaching properly. They are not using your coaching for good. Like, they're not taking what you're teaching and going out in the world and doing good things with it. They are showing up and they are complaining, or they're showing up with the exact same questions and problems. You might have people getting on your coaching sessions who are hogging the space and complaining and just going over the same things. And all the other people are kind of sitting there like, wrap it up. Like, we have questions too. Like, what's going on here? We're sitting here waiting. You might have people that are doing really well in your program and working with you, and they're having progress. They're getting results. They're having a great experience. But these other people are kind of like pulling and sucking the energy out of the room because they're negative and they're complaining and they're not having any progress. So they don't bring any contribution to your calls. And now your rock star clients, your champion clients, start going MIA, not because the program isn't great and they don't love you and they're not getting results, but because they don't want to be in that energy. And so what happens is you start to notice a lot of low client retention. So clients are not renewing with you. They come in, they finish their time, they're out, or they don't even finish their time with you and they're out. They're not ascending into your next program. So maybe you have clients that are getting good results and you're like, I'd love to keep working with them. I know I can help them get to this next level, but because they're having a bad experience and the energy in the room is not to the next level, they don't renew with you and they don't ascend into your next program. They go somewhere else and find another room to put themselves in. And so what happens is, instead of renewing and retaining clients, you're replacing. I see this across the board, even with my millionaires. They're replacing clients constantly. They're up in their Facebook ad spend. They're up in their organic lead gen because they need more leads, because they're replacing clients constantly in their high level group programs. They're constantly just like refilling and replacing clients instead of having clients renew and having clients retain into the next level programs. I see this constantly, all the time in the space. The reason those things are happening is it's lack of proper placement. We're not putting the right people in the right place inside of your curriculum, your program, or your different levels of program. You're stuffing everybody into this one space because they have your niche, they have the problem you solve, and they're willing to pay you.